What is going on, everybody? Zionic here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Trap Pain. So shout out to this battler, thank you for sharing this with us. We have Seviper there on the lead. Seviper is deadlier than you may think. We also have Registeel and Trevenant, obviously very strong Pokemon, but we're going to see what Seviper can do today. Alright, moving into the first battle, we have Seviper on the lead versus Nidoqueen. Okay, Nidoqueen pretty strong against this whole team, but we'll have to see what Seviper can do there with Crunch. Having access to Crunch, and eventually, as long as they shield the Earth Power, and no shield the Poison Fang, and they're going to opt to no shield, and it is the Poison Fang. That is huge right there. Will we see a swap out? We do. They swap out into Umbreon, so they're going to go ahead and load up and swap into Registeel now to catch the charge move. Notice how much energy was saved there on Seviper. So foul play right here, not going to do too much damage. Registeel, this is a beautiful alignment as Focus Blast will do super effective damage. Umbreon could potentially take it if Registeel decides not to shield, and obviously Umbreon throws up some shields, but foul play really not threatening right now as we will see the first Focus Blast now come through. Thing is, this is a Focus Blast, but it's not going to be enough to take out the Umbreon, so Umbreon's barely going to be able to hang on, but since it did decide to no shield, it's going to get farmed down with Lock On, which is also very solid here for Registeel. Nidoqueen as well will likely not be able to farm down with Poison Jab, but we do see a swap, a dangerous swap, into Scrafty right there, and not fast enough as Focus Blast will be forcing a shield here. And we will see Trevenant now come into the Scrafty. Still has a lot of energy as well. So here comes the second charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield it. It is 2 foul plays in a row right there. So they will be able to throw off these Seed Bombs now. And likely force a shield here. Maybe even, we might even see a swap into the Nidoqueen. So here, throw the next one. There's the swap. You can see it coming a mile away. Here comes the charge move. It is going to be a Poison Fang. Doesn't do too much damage, but Seed Bomb right here. Going to be forcing the final shield now. Otherwise, Nidoqueen or Viper and throw the Crunch now. This is great energy management as Crunch is going to be enough to take it out, and they have a Poison Fang ready to go. They got to be pressing it right there. They got to be careful about Umbreon as well. I think that's what they're trying to avoid, and they click the Poison Fang right away once they see the typing in that top right-hand corner, showing that it is, in fact, Scrafty, which is huge, as that's going to be enough damage to take it out. And then Umbreon's going to go down to Poison Jab. So able to keep all 3 Pokemon alive there in Game 1. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Seviper versus Talonflame. Alright. I want to see how this goes. I honestly think Seviper can tear this thing. The Poison Jabs are really starting to add up. And like you guys know, Poison Fang applies that debuff, so Talonflame will definitely not like it. They do get a shield as well, which is huge right here, as Seviper can easily go into 2 shields right now if they want to, and try to take down Talonflame, because Talonflame does incredibly well versus the backline. We do see a swap out into Medicham, so they're going to go ahead and overload on energy, go for a Crunch right here, which is interesting. This is going to do neutral damage. We'll have to see how much it does. That's a respectable amount, and they get the defense drop, so they're going to go ahead and come in with Trevenant and fully farm down with Shadow Claw. No need to shield right here, even if it is Ice Punch, which it's just a power-up punch. That is perfect. They should be able to Shadow Claw down, and they do, but not before Medicham throws the final charge move. This might actually be a Psychic. It is going to be the Psychic. Trevenant barely holds on right there. I don't think it has a Shadow Ball. No, it does have a Shadow Ball. Okay, they do get to it in time. This is definitely going to put some pressure on Talonflame to shield what is going to be in the back, as Talonflame is barely doesn't go down. They're going to have to let this go, and they got to trust in Registeel to close this out. Hopefully, it can take out whatever is in the back, and I think it can. It's going to be a Venusaur right here, so that's looking to be a good game. Very well played. As Venusaur's charge moves, Frenzy Plant, Sludge Bomb, going to do nothing here to the Registeel. And then Lock On farm down the Talonflame. Now, I don't remember how much health it had, but I remember it was in the red, so this is going to be close. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to go down right here, and that is going to be a good game. All right. Moving into Game 3. We have Seviper on the opt to swap out if they want to into Registeel, but honestly, I think they might just want to keep this Umbreon here and just go for Poison Fangs as quickly as they can. They need to watch out for the potential Psychic. Umbreon does have access to it, and that would obviously be doing super effective damage. But Seviper right here set up very well to no-shield these charge moves. Okay, they're going to opt to shield right there. Worried maybe about the Psychic, but I don't think it was enough energy. But here comes the next one, and they're going to go ahead and no-shield this foul play. So that was a good first shield, making sure it wasn't psychic, and now they can just unleash Poison Fangs and Poison Jabs, and things are looking pretty good. They might actually get a shield as well here on the lead from Umbreon with the third Poison Fang. So no shielded that one. They're going to go ahead and go for the third one. This is where the shield may drop him. If they do get the shield, Registeel can come in and farm down with Lock On. So nope, Umbreon just decides to go down. Trevenant now has a lot of play potentially in this game. Let's see what's going to be in the back. It's going to be a wall advantage here. 1 to 2 shields is definitely not good, so they're going to have to swap out because getting farmed down is going to be tough, but Poison Jabs honestly did a lot of work right there. They're going to go ahead and come with the Registeel, and we see the Venusaur now come in to the Trevenant. So they're going to go ahead and save that Registeel for the Walrein. Looking to no shield right here as well. Sludge Bomb, is it going to land? It is going to be the Sludge Bomb right there. Trevenant's going to be able to hang on, but that did quite a bit of damage. They're really overloading on energy. Could completely flip the game, but thankfully they do get the shield and they can apply pressure now with Shadow Ball. So will they get the final shield here from Venusaur? Or is the Walrein going to try to close it out? Nope, Walrein's looking to close out with Powder Snow. Having access to Earthquake is going to be very advantageous, right, as it is. And they no-shield the Icicle Spear. That is huge right there. Here comes the next charge move. Are they going to no-shield this as well? They're going to shield it, and it was the Earthquake. That is awesome. So now it's going to be a race between Focus Blast. Actually, they decided to go for Zap Cannon. That's a pretty good call right here, considering Walrein has to land Earthquakes now, which it's going to. But with that attack drop, it's definitely going to take 2 to take out the Registeel. So here comes the Earthquake. We'll have to see how much damage it actually does. Yep, able to hang on right there, and they should be able to get to the Focus Blast in time, and that is going to be a good battle there. But I think Registeel might have hung on. It could have been close if it got into the red with Icicle Spear. That would have been very close, but either way, good game. Alright, so we got a Skarmory on the lead. Interesting. We'll have to see how they decide to play. So now Sky Attack's going to KO, so they got to throw up the shield right here. There may be waters in the back. Skarmory usually pairs well with Swampert, so we'll have to see if there in fact is, which is a big tell that they're not swapping out because Trevenant obviously does well against Swampert. So they're going to go ahead, throw the time. No, they cannot. Skarmory farms down. They got to come in with Registeel, and that might have been a mistake, not allowing the switch clock to come back up out of a little bit of frustration, which is understandable. They didn't get the Shadow Ball. Might just be a negative effect here in this battle. So they're going to go ahead and go for a Focus Blast, looking to force a shield from Scrafty. That's what's great about Registeel. It can force that shield, and they do get it. So they're going to go ahead and go into the Seviper right now. Let the Snake loose right here. They're going to go ahead and throw the Poison Fang, but not before CMP tie. That might have been delayed CMP tie. Yeah, they're going to shield the foul play as well. No, okay, no CMP tie. They actually didn't click it right there. But Poison Fang here is going to do a decent amount of neutral damage, and they might actually be able to farm down now after you come back in. So something is obviously weak to Seviper in the back, but if it's weak to Seviper, it might be weak to Registeel. So the Sky Attack takes it out. They're going to come in with Registeel right here, and Skarmory is looking to stay in and throw as many charge moves as it can. But Registeel going to be able to hang on with that Sky Attack. What is that final Pokemon going to be? Are they going to swap? This is close. They're going to go ahead and go for Focus Blast. It's a little bit less energy, but it still does neutral damage, so it should be enough to take them out. And it is. Final Pokemon is going to be a Pelipper. It's going to be a race to the Zap Cannon and Weather Ball, but no! Registeel does not get to it in time, which is so unfortunate. Weather Ball takes out the Registeel. Oh, that could have been an amazing boom. Alright, here we go. We got Seviper versus Galvantula now here on the Galvantula. So it's still going to come down to fast moves right here. Seviper looking to win that race, and that's to do. Decides to go down right there. Seviper looking strong. Galvantula out of the game, and we do see a Bastiodon come in. So they're going to go ahead and load up on some energy, throw a poison, but Bastiodon can clear this debuff. So I'm surprised they just didn't swap out, or maybe throw the Crunch. But we will see Registeel now come in. We'll have to see what is going to be in the back. But anything could actually be back there. So they're going to go ahead and no-shield the Flamethrower right here. Doesn't do too much super effective damage, as this is tank-on-tank fight. But Registeel looking incredibly strong with Focus Blast, as I tell you what. And it's a Medicham in the back. I'm surprised they didn't swap out, but Medicham going to get absolutely destroyed here by Trevenant with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and they're no-shielding the Psychic as well, saying, you know what, you can land it, that's fine. I'm going to take this game anyways here, thank you very much. Here comes the Seed Bomb. If it gets the shield from Medicham, they're obviously going to be going for Shadow Ball to close this game out, so they do get to it. And here it comes, the Shadow Ball. We'll throw a double boom into this battle because that Bastion boom was so satisfying. Boom! Medicham goes down, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Alright, moving to the next one. We have Seviper on the lead versus Scrafty. This is a setup. This is why Seviper cannot be slept on right here. They do force a shield as well, which is huge. They're going to be able to get to another one in time. This is going to do even more damage. They might actually be able to get 2 shields here from Scrafty on the lead, but Scrafty playing a bit smarter now, deciding no shield, and throw the guaranteed foul play right here. Forcing a shield now from Seviper. No, they're going to let it go. Seviper goes down, but Trevenant is going to come in and farm down with Shadow Claw. 2 shields to 1 shield. We see a Golbat come in, and they can easily go for a Shadow Ball right here. This is going to be forcing a shield, and this was definitely quick. It's going to be a Poison Fang. It's going to hurt, but Trevenant can hang on. Throwing the Shadow Ball now to force the final shield from Golbat, putting it in a very tough situation, and we will see that Registeel now be swapped in. They do get the shield. Unleash the Registeel. 2 shields to no shields. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if it's double flyer in the back, which means they can't swap out no matter what, because Zap Cannon is going to be getting some. The Zap Cannon. Golbat, see you later. Try again another day. Going to town right here. Going to be able to get this Focus Blast off as well. I think it might. No, I don't think it one-shots right here. It did one-shot earlier because it was a bit lower, but my goodness, Focus Blast is going to hurt. Yeah, barely did one-shot, but you love to see it. Very good game right there. On the lead versus Hypno. This is a bad matchup. Confusion into Poison typing, but they're deciding to swap out now into Registeel to catch the confusion right there, as the confusion damage, I should say. And we do see a Machamp come in very late to Registeel, incredibly late, in fact, so much so that Registeel already has a charge moves in time. But here comes the Focus Blast after the Cross Chop now. Here we go. This game got me hyped up. They're going to go ahead and shield the Cross Chop, looking to throw one more Focus Blast, but no, they go for the Zap Cannon right here, applying that debuff as well and forcing shield number 2 here from Machamp. They do get it. So Machamp going to be able to farm down. It's going to be close. Yeah, they do farm down right there. So they got to come back in with Seviper, and this is where things can get very dangerous. They're opting to no shield right here. If this is Rock Slide, which it is, that's going to do so much damage. And we do see the swap out into Hypno. That was a mistake. Stop the Thunder Punch right there. But Shadow Ball now going to be tearing apart the Hypno, and they're looking to undercharge it because they need to farm down to the charge move versus Machamp if it decides to come back in. But what could that final Pokemon be? It's going to be a Snorlax. That is going to be something tough to take down. Remember, Machamp still has a little bit of energy, so if it gets ahead on a swap, things could be very dangerous. But thankfully, these Seed Bombs are really going to add up, and Trevenant's Ghost typing here, I don't think it's going to be able to survive a Body's Poison Fang right away, and they do! So now this is going to take out Snorlax. It's going to be up to Machamp to close this game out. Poison Fang versus counter. Can the Machamp get to a Cross Chop in time? This is going to be incredible. The Seviper, and now it's going to be up to Trevenant with Shadow Claw to take. Alright, moving into the next battle here. We have Seviper on the lead versus Lantern. Alright, let's see how this plays out. I think the Poison Jabs and Poison Fang, again, like that Scrafty lead we've seen before, is going to do very well in this matchup. Damage. Now, they're looking like they want to swap into Trevenant, is what we saw earlier, trying to catch the charge move. So we might see that again, but they're just going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang, looking to get, they do get a shield right there. That's huge, and we do see is going to do an incredible amount of no damage. So they're going to go ahead and just overload. They need to make sure they have enough energy on the back end so they can get to a charge move versus Lantern. So we might actually see an undercharge, or they're just going to go straight for Focus Blast and try to take it out. Definitely not enough. Be able to farm down right here is exactly what you want. Registeel is now primed to potentially sweep. Let's see if Lantern decides to come back in. Otherwise, they might have a hard counter for Registeel. They have a Trevenant right here. Definitely not a hard counter because Zap Cannon is going to be putting the hurt on 50% of the HP and the attack drop. And Registeel now looking incredibly strong. They still have their own Trevenant. They have even shields and they have Seviper. And the Shadow Ball right there, not even enough to take it out. They're going to be able to get to another Zap Cannon in time to force a shield now from Trevenant come in. So Seviper opting to go for the Crunch here to do as much neutral damage as they can. Will it be enough? No, not down as well, but I think they might. They should just shield and farm down. Okay, they're going to no-shield. They're going to trust in Trevenant right here to close out. Oh, they're going to lock on down. Oh, the opponent surrenders right there. They had a win condition with their own Trevenant and a shield and Shadow Claw. So, good game, very well played. What a fun set of battles right there. Shout out to Trap Pain for sharing these battles with us. And like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.